Now, before we start using our bonus tools to UV map this complex object, I want you guys to understand the foundation, the basics of sewing. For those of you who have tried sewing, for those of you who have tried crocheting, this is going to be slightly easier. If I was to be making a sweater, a garment that was to fit this particular object, it could be a full-sleeved t-shirt right now. Um, how would you go about putting this together? What kind of seams will you have in this particular object, so you can actually have individual pieces out of the cloth that you guys have generated that you can put together to make this sort of an object. So what I want you to do is quickly inspect the seams that you have going in a t-shirt that you might have access to right now. You'll realize that your sleeve is a completely separate piece most of the time, and it has sort of like an inseam over here. Are you guys able to spot that in the t-shirts you guys are wearing? Then the front part of your t-shirt, okay, which means the sleeves have been broken off now. So forget about the sleeves. Now just think about this part right here. That in itself, you'll see that you have a seam somewhere on top of the shoulder which stops at the sleeve, and then you've got a seam that comes down through here. Are you guys able to spot these seams? Here, here, then one that goes around that cuts the sleeve from the rest of the body, and then the sleeve too has a seam right over here. So that's exactly what we are going to be doing, is we are going to be establishing these seams through bonus tools. So select your object, go into bonus tools, go into UV editing and say auto unwrap UVs tool. It's going to bring up this little window, just say enter and close, and your object is going to turn green. Now because this is a symmetrical object, I can simply switch on my symmetry so I don't have to establish my seams once on the left and then on the right. I can just do it right here. So just double click on it, double click on it. You see what I'm doing is I'm basically tearing that sleeve apart. Let me add borders. That's what I'm going to click on, add borders, and that's how it ends up adding a seam. Now I'm going to select this all the way till here. That's a seam, but don't stop right there. Don't forget about these two right here. It's 1 and 2. So I need for my object to have a seam in there. Let me say add border, and you're automatically doing it on the side here too. Let me bring that seam all the way down like so. So you have a seam right here on the side as well. And what else are we forgetting? We're forgetting the one here on top, on the shoulder. So let's make sure this goes all the way till here. Let me add a border to it, but don't forget these guys right here, 1 and 2. Add that. And that seems like all the seams that there are on a t-shirt. Okay, now just for the fun of it, I'm going to go ahead and keep my UV texture editor opened over here. Okay, once my seams are done, I'm just going to say continue, and there you go. Look at that, Maya has automatically unwrapped this entire thing. Let me say done. Yeah, this is what it is made out of. It is made 4 different pieces by the seams that you guys have selected. Let me get rid of it. Firstly, make sure that you delete history on it. Let me go ahead and apply that material that I just created, matte UV, and you see that everything is so nicely laid out. There's no stretching at all. There's a seam that you see over here, but you should be able to see that seam in your t-shirt as well. Okay, a seam over here, a seam over here. That's because these are different pieces, but there's no stretching whatsoever. So this is fantastic. So that, I'm just going to go ahead and apply Lambert 1 to it. That was me using my bonus tools to unwrap this model.